In August, San Diego Gas and Electric showcased a program many may not know about. Reporters gathered at Gillespie Field in El Cajon to see what the company had at its hangar.
So our helicopters have been in the fight on fires in Del Mar, in Rancho Bernardo, in Mission Valley.
Scott Kreider is SDGE's president. He showed the helicopters the company uses to fight fires in and around the county.
We are making sure that we are contributing to the safety throughout the region.
What wasn't shown that day, the company's Sikorsky S-70 Firehawk. It's a helicopter capable of flying in low-light conditions that force most choppers in the county to stay grounded. SDG&E bought one 5 years ago. Their reasoning was because access to night-flying aircrafts are limited in the county, but the helicopter was never deployed. Brian D'Agostino is responsible for wildfire mitigation at SDG&E. He says that's because
we did not get the certification we were hoping for.
For the last 5 years, the aircraft sat in Denver, Colorado, waiting for a green light from the Federal Aviation Administration. Rather than continue waiting, D'Agostino says the utility decided to sell the helicopter. For years, CAL FIRE and the county have been fighting fires together. A county pilot flies the helicopters and CAL FIRE makes the water drops. They had been looking for a Firehawk. County officials say owning one would bolster their nighttime firefighting. A deal was made.
Knowing that CAL FIRE could start operating it immediately, it became the best decision for the community that we kind of hand this over.
The sale price is $31 million. SDG&E says it will break even. D'Agostino says buying the helicopter did not have any impact on customer rates because
it's not until you take full delivery and put something into operations that the ratepayers, that then it transitions over and the ratepayers start to pay for it. In this particular case, it never got to that point that it was certified and operating.
As part of the sale, SDG&E agreed to pay the county up to $5 million annually through 2035. The county says it will use that money to help with debt financing and operational costs. If the California Public Utilities Commission allows it, SDG&E could recover that money in customer rates over time. But ratepayer advocates like Bill Powers argue that investments in firefighting should be left to fire agencies.
It's a stretch to say, well, we're going to buy a helicopter for ourselves just to back up other agencies who have a primary responsibility to fight fires because we're good citizens.
SDG&E's aviation investments are one of several projects in its wildfire mitigation plan. State regulators require power companies to prepare these plans and show how their electrical lines and equipment are reducing wildfire risk. Customers repay the cost of those investments over time through rates if the regulators approve.
The mitigation program that the residents or ratepayers are paying for is supposed to be to minimize or eliminate ignition sources, not to deal with fires after they have occurred. That's an important function. It's just not a function of an electric utility.
But SDG&E says firefighting assets are one vital way the company protects the community from wildfires.
For those who kind of say, hey, stay in your own lane, right? A lot of it is protecting the community from wildfire is all of our lanes.
Even small fires can damage the electrical system. So by working with the county to keep fires as small as possible, D'Agostino says,
you end up spending a lot less money on having to rebuild the system.
CAL FIRE and county officials applaud the deal with SDG&E. Jeff Collins is the county fire director. He called the sale a helpful opportunity
because how quickly we can get that helicopter into service versus ordering something brand new.
The Firehawk is expected to be ready next fall after it's outfitted to CAL FIRE standards. Tammy Murga, KPBS News.